I don't want anybody worried about a certain papa popping through a certain portal and doing something for them that they had to left the thing for them. I don't want to worry about it. Not a big deal. They're good for it. Anyways, we're having a good day. We're hoping that opportunity will make it to us, right? So in the spirit of opportunity, well, maybe we'll pull a card, right? Let's shake it down and pull some cards. Because we really think this is about the healing arts, right? We believe palmistry, astrology, right? Could be a healing art. I was joking as it being star bigots, right? Could be. Anything like that. Anything that has divisions has the potential for being divisive, right? Including industries or people with authority to do things and stuff, right? Can be divisive. In fact, authority itself is divisive. It's a division, right? Let's grab this thing real quick. Grab the cards. We love the cards, right? The cards say stuff. The cards remind us things, right? Here, we'll get near like the level where I'm like shuffling them, so you're like, this bro is shuffle broing, and not like trying just to get us to think he's shuffle broing, like a bro shuffler. All right, shake some cards down, and questions of the day. Get a little more balance there. All right, so we're looking for property management or site management kind of stuff, or anything in project coordination. We'd roadie, but I mean, seems like I can't find anywhere to like apply for those. I'm looking for it. I'm at a loss for that. Don't want anybody thinking we know things we don't, because we propose questions in a comedic fashion. Just juxtapositions for people to consider. Nothing real. It's all fiction, guys. Including the cards. Are the cards fiction? I mean, I guess it's not nothing. Are the cards fiction? Let's see a card on that. You wanna... We're not doing the upside down. So we got yes. Alright. Leo Virgo. Hey. This is me telling you this. Right? With the star. He's a star warrior. Trying to lift you up and bring you to the light. Alright, check him out. So we got a confirmation on that. Everybody's worried about warfare. Everybody's worried about jobs. Everybody's worried about economy. Everybody's worried about rising prices, right? Let's pull some cards on it, right? Let's shake down and be like, hey guys, is the logistics system that we predicate our very safety and peace and satiations on, is it going to have an issue? Our families, in short with us, going to have an issue with that. Locally. So, not taking it upside down, the Fool. Let's talk about it. Aleph, A in the Hebrew language, right? Also, zero is associated with the Fool. The original symptom of the universe is a constant cosmic cycle. I'm going to psych you out. It's a constant cosmic cycle. Typically the serpent ring, the concept of an age. And I was told it's like 1,500, 2,000 years or something like that, where you get a full age, how it all works. There's some plus or minuses, right? Some of them are a little longer than the others. It's not cut and dry, right? But it's the concept. Because you can see a choreography that creates a change from where we are to and where we were recently, in recent past, in the last 20 years, if you've been around for that long, and the forward thinking there. So we got the Fool, innocent, beginning. We do talk about a new age. Everybody's talking about an age change, a polarity change. We actually can feel it. There's something happening. We do believe that there has to be some kind of cohesion that happens where society gets more opportunities. It's been walled off, right? So we also have Uranus. Uranus on that means cosmic change. Also indications that 84-year cycle, when Uranus and Taurus, we get kind of a build-up and then a middle. And that middle is kind of those years where decades happen. Something's supposed to happen, whether it's AI infrastructure, AI laws against keeping people from working, new things to make what we look like now starkly different in a short period of time, right? Cosmic changes is Uranus, right? When we think about planetoid effects on our coexisting conscious reality, right? Because that's what we share, a conscious existence. That's how you can get on YouTube and see your buddy the Water Ryan over here pulling cards about hot questions you're worried about. The cosmic age, the cosmic change. Is it going to be better than it is right now? Yes. It's an Aries in that. And we know we're in Aries, right? Or almost, right? Almost. Because, or are we there? I haven't looked at it. I have to look at it. We're almost there or there. Because we're March something. The Emperor. So, power, status, loyalty. If we're talking about an age change, this is a great indication, right? We also have the C. Heh. I mean, this is a good card. Good card to get if we're asking ourselves if the indications of the choreography of the future are going to be benefic, right? Because what is benefic? Is the government benefic? Only if you get lucky enough for it to be benefic, right? Well, market change, right? We're talking about the gov. That's change on that. Ominous. We know Scorpio, so it's going to sting a little. But it's going to be a good thing, because Scorpios are genuine people like Leos. They're very cut and dry in certain areas, and it's not a lot of fantasy when you know you need a grounded reality in order to move forward. Some square edges. You can't lay things on a radius or they rock unless you put an anti-radius on it. Right? The cup. Just some thoughts. And the cup is what we're supposed to be filling whenever we're doing this. Whenever we're looking at astrology, talking spiritually, quasi-mental, psychosocial, we're trying to be healing. We're trying to get into a vibration where our mind becomes more placid and plastic, right? Ooh, card falling out. Card falling out. Let's take this one. Let's take the card falling out. Ghost pulling a card. Venus on that. Venus Aries. So we got a confirmation, age change, positive, fiery change, right? What does that mean? I don't know. We know we got a lot of hot kind of political warfare and then psychological warfare and then actual kinetic conflict places. Not the greatest thing, but it's an indicator of the minds of the people of the age, right? And where we're at. Definitely Aries on that. Definitely Venus on that. And that's Chesed, right? I forget where Chesed's on the fucking Sephiroth. We'll talk about that another time. Sometimes my mind's on that. Sometimes it's not. Peace and blessings and harmony. Freedom, creativity, family, harmony. So those people are opening up new opportunities, right? Because this is the Wands. This is where you're going to obtain something, right? And it's a peradventure or a pre-adventure or process to obtainment. This is confirmation on that, right? So we want people to be uplifted. We want people to think that, the cards do echo that emanation of the existence from Kether on down. We get some little bit of what the indications of what spirits would want us to know, right? What our spiritual, let's call it the infinite mind power that we get access. Because Manly P. Hall had it right. There is intelligence outside of the body, right? Intelligences. You want to call them spirits running around here in purgatory until they get back into a body, or you want to call it whatever you want to call it. They're that mind power capacity in a certain format, right? So there are many types. There are ones that serve functions. Specifically, that mental capacity is what they would call, like, today in the cloud, right? It's all that hard drive capacity in the ether realm, right? They pulled it out of the ether. It's not possible it's in a man's mind, because without that spiritual psychosocial matter connection waveform that comes from the celestial realm and the terrestrial realm into the body, it's not possible the capacity for a man or woman's thought be that existentially greater than earth, fire, wind, water, right? There's only a couple of things here. We know we get access to more than that. Venus, I want to say, is confirmation on that. Even though it says no, take 7, the Venus Scorpio. Remember, because we had Scorpio Leo, or no, Venus Scorpio, right? Just a second ago, I think so. Confirmation on that. This is not we're not doing yes, no on that one. Difficult choice. And when cups are, when you get a cup card like this, It's the psychosocial mental capacity that's getting filled up for you to be able to make the choice, the correct choice, right? That's what the confirmation on that is. Real simple card. What was it again? Opportunity and extremity. So the forward, it's from Netzach, from 7 on the Sephiroth, which is, I think, on the right. We'll have to look at that. It's either. It is Venus. That's right, it's Venus. So that's actually a good thing. So confirmation for that card. We want to know if the spiritual, mental, psychosocial experience is kind of morph for psychosocial cohesion for people to actually have a collapse in society and still function without literally tearing each other apart. Oh, the card came out on that. It's going to be this one. Okay, that's going to be yes. Some way, some form. Whatever happens, it's going to have lots of stability. Going to have protectorship, people looking out for the entirety of the operation to be cohesive. Aries doesn't want everybody dead. Aries wants order. And he has his friend, the favored, right? Taurus. So this is a favored operation that's going. Not favored like bad, but favored like celestially perfect in its operation, right? And we know the Pentacles is the ambition, the intelligent, practical entrepreneurship, the ability to manipulate matter in the way that you can bring stuff out of your mind, like aka a craft worker or a social worker specifically that does work with physicality things, or somebody that does physical labor, or somebody that does craft work in general, like it's like Etsy stuff or personal individual development. It's a really good time for that kind of stuff. Confirmation on the cards for concerning individual change. If you're picking that up, and these, if you're landing on Venus, if you're landing on Aries and Taurus right now like this, if you feel this is hitting you, take your message. Now, that is not the greatest answer. The Hermit is a breakup, the regret, the self-blame, the Geberah, which is Mars, right? Mars Scorpio. Loss, departure, and sadness. Well, that's what age change has had, guys. They're not all perfect. Some get good things, some get rotated, some have a benefit, some are waiting to get the next time they come around for something, like some of us. Got confirmation on that. So anybody's worried about the age definitely not having anything, don't worry about that. There's always opportunity happening. Jupiter's full of opportunity, Leo's full of opportunity. And this Leo wants you to feel there's opportunity, because that's what this place is about. Opportunity. To get right. To consider the things, the mighty Kaiwan of the Skyuan, also known as Saturn, who's your judge. Jupiter's the judge of the earth, but Saturn is the judge of the mortal thing that's inside of you. So, let's pull a card now. Do you understand that what could come next could be beneficial for you, but not great for others? Because it is the change of the age. People have been talking about it. We've got a lot of conditioning thinking of it. Is AI going to eat all of our jobs? No. Thankfully. Right? Because there's still stuff that people need to do with their hands. I really think if we bring production back to America, don't have to worry about that. 7 and Moon. Thankfully. Yep. Deception, prudence, cunning, trickery. So there's stuff left over to do, but it's a deception because they ran away with the value. Right? How about, is America ever going to break away from theology and come to science? I mean, it's already halfway there. It's not telling everybody it has. Well, when they tell everybody that their God is Saturn, everything will be okay again. Is they going to do it? It's looking like yes. Delight, a joyful occasion. Mercury. No, take that with a grain of salt. Jupiter's number is 3. Right? Sometimes you gotta look at these in numerology. Not hitting it today. It's not. The intuition is not hitting on it, y'all. How about everybody wants to know, is there going to be some pair bonding in their life where they actually meet somebody that they have a genuine connection with, and they're actually able to keep it together and make something work for themselves? Sorry, guys. Whoever's watching today, it's not with who you're thinking. It's not no in general. It's just know who you're thinking. Okay, let's pull another card on that for confirmation. It's being funny. It's being funny. So you're going to be fine, guys. 8 of Wands, that's attainment. We know whatever in that endeavor, maybe the person you were thinking wasn't the work person. Mercury again on it with a Sagittarius. Sagittarius is, of course, intimately linked with Jupiter. I aim, the motto of Sagittarius. And Mercury is the mind to be able to do that thing. So I see a fluidity there, right? The attainment in 8, be careful. It's a special number there. 8, yes, infinity. But it refers to Saturn. It's his number. Now, God has even told that Saturn's got this. There's no one above it right now. It's already above me out. You can name whatever you want, do whatever you want. I worship Todd's son, Horus, right? The sun, because I'm a sun and moon worshiper. Yes, on that. Double confirmation? Nope. How about a triple confirmation? Yes. 2 yeses and no, that's yes. Libra, right? Justice. That's what we all want, right? A hope for our calling here. Lamed. It's the only letter that reaches the heavens. Justice for the heavens, right? From the heavens. Weigh it out, because that's what Libra is. That's just a little mini card pull palette. Later, beloved. If these were your cards, we hope they were helpful and healing and beneficial. Necromancer out.